Hello, welcome back to HLS Crypto. My name is Dan. So today we're going to be looking at Brett. Um, it's something I've looked at for a little while now, and I've always been thinking, oh, maybe if it comes down, because it felt as though it's ran really, really well, ran a bit too fast. But the more I'm seeing people talk about it, and the more I'm actually looking into what they're doing, it means to me that maybe it's not too late. Like I've been thinking for a while it is too late, so I didn't really bother talking about it too much. But the more I look into it, and the more I hear people talking about it, maybe there is still a potential to make a big chunk of cash out of this. So, for those of you that don't know, Brett is a meme coin on the base chain, and it's Pepe's best friend. And obviously, we know how well Pepe ran. The website is here. This is the website for Brett. Um, Already listed on so many exchanges, but some of the big ones are not there. Things like Binance and stuff, they're still going to be coming, I would imagine. You've got futures trading as well. So who's Brett? Brett is a legendary character from Matt Furry's Boys Club comic. He's a dancer and loves video games. Now he's living on the base blockchain as a fan tribute. He has become blue mascot of the Blue Chain base. Again, you can flick through the website yourself and have a look at it. You got the tokenomics. 85% went to the liquidity pool, 10% treasury, 5% CEX wallet. The liquidity pool is locked up to 365 days. I don't know if a lot of you probably have seen Jake Gordon maybe talk about this, where he stashes a lot of his Brett into a liquidity pool along with ETH, and he's making like a decent return each day. Things like that. That's an option. It's something I haven't done. I don't do that, but it is an option and it makes sense. Go and check out him if you looking into liquidity pools and stuff like that. I'll try and do a video on it at some point if I get involved with it. Then you've got a couple of videos on this website as well, which is interesting. The website looks really good. They've got strong partnerships. Brett has forged strategic partnerships with leading companies in the crypto space, which will help to ensure the project's long-term viability and growth. And we'll take a look at those in just a minute. Growing ecosystem. The base chain's ecosystem is rapidly expanding with numerous projects and applications being built on the platform. The growing ecosystem provides a strong foundation for Brett's success as it allows the platform to leverage the resources and expertise of other projects in the space. As the base chain continues to grow, so too will the potential for Brett to thrive and expand its offerings. Now, base chain is going to be really, really good. It's obviously we've had ETH, we've had Solana, we've had loads of different chains that have done really well, but I think that Brett base will do really, really well. I think also Tom will do well as well, but we'll look at that at another time. Strong community support. The base chain and Brett have garnered significant support from the crypto community, with many prominent figures expressing their bullish outlook for the project. This strong community backing provides a solid foundation for the project's growth and success, as it ensures that there's a dedicated user base to support and promote the meme coin and blockchain, which I think I agree with that. The more influencers, and I say influencers, I'm not one of those, but the influencers that are out there, that they are holding and talking about this project, and it is doing really, really well. If we look here, the reason why I think it's significant that with regards to Coinbase is that Coinbase is looking to bring 100 million users, or hopes to bring 100 million users onto the chain. If it does that, the first thing they're going to see is Brett. And obviously during a meme season, which things spin round, but during a meme season, that could be huge. Brett also has a merch store. So merch is here. They've got obviously hoodies, different things like that. You can get women's stuff, apparel, hats, stickers. There's a sticker there, different things like that. All interesting stuff. And as you can see, that they are also doing some real world stuff, like I said before. So we've got, apologies, my camera seems to have turned off. Cassius Clay, which I think is one of the biggest holders of this token, I would imagine. He says patience plus conviction. Soon I'll be the first person the world has ever seen turn a $15,000 into $50 million plus dollars in a single trade. Documented and recorded on video publicly from day one of entering. Brett is the SHIB of this cycle. Now remember that. Remember the SHIB of this cycle, because we'll look at that in a little while. But as you can see, there was his balance when this tweet was done. It is live and recorded. You can go and check it out. As it says down here, I believe someone says, awesome achievement. This is from Cryptonopolis. Awesome achievement for real, but the SHIB guy turned 8K into 2 billion. I don't know if that can get topped in this cycle, but I'm here for it. He put, yeah, the difference though, I recorded me buying live and documented it and gave everyone fair and equal opportunity to join me since the two million market cap, which is obviously true. I certainly didn't see that at the time. I didn't pay any attention to it, and obviously, you can get left behind. I put $15,000 into Brett over 5 months ago. Again, this is from Crashiest Clay. I've watched my position value go from $15,000 to 14 million USD down to 7 million USD Brett position now. This will become worth 100 million plus. Don't tell me it was luck when it happened. So many of you in my shoes would have turned 15K, for example, into 60K and been fully excited, exited, happy. Now, I'm not going to lie, I probably would have been pretty happy with 60 grand, but I think that there is more potential in this. And then rotated the 60K into losers, that could happen and then be zero by now instead of being at zero. Like most people, I'll be at 100 million soon. So many people want to call it luck, but if that's the case, why would 99% of people in my shoes have rotated into losers by now and set themselves back to zero? You know it too. You can track my wallet here. I'm setting a prime example of sticking to your winners, and it shouldn't even be hard when you're holding the number one golden meme coin of the bull run. I have vision for what's in front of me. Meanwhile, others have vision for what's behind them, what they regret, and things they wish they could change only after the fact. Look forwards, not backwards. Brett is at $1 billion market cap today. I believe 20 billion is the absolute worst case scenario. This bull run, meaning $1,000, can turn to $20,000 on the low end. We'll come back in a year or two, and you'll see. Brett will set more people free than any meme coin in history. And then it shows you his wallet there. It is interesting. If you look here at Atomic Wallet, it has community and partnerships. We know that that's what's happening. This coin doesn't follow a predetermined plan with an announced contract and no mint function. It's 100% community driven, which is important because it can get so much more exposure by being community driven because everyone's fighting for the same reasons. It also has Brett as a presenting partner at the E1 World Championships. Roddy Basco, the CEO of E1, said, "We're delighted to welcome Brett as a title sponsor for our tentpole Monaco race." And that's here. Now, Monaco is one of the richest places, I think, in the world per capita, like very small region off the coast of France, but very, very, I think it's tax-free. It's a tax haven. But as you can see, there's a lot of money in Monaco, and now Brett has obviously been seen there. So when it comes around to the full bull run, could we see a lot of money coming in from places like Monaco too? Again, Crashiest Clay, but this is about the sports side of things. He says, "Today I was watching Gilbert Dorino vlog on YouTube leading up to his fight with Sean Brady. Then I noticed Brett was part of the vlog backing Gilbert. Millions of people watched Gilbert Burns beat Sean Brady in September. From pre-fight interviews, pre-fight preparation, and the actual fight itself. Brett's global presence in sports is unmatchable. To see my favourite brand in Brett behind my favourite fighter, I'm shocked, blessed, thankful, and honoured to see this." Now, this is interesting because, so there it is here, you can see it. What's interesting about this is, do you remember when, if you're not familiar with the last bull run in 2021, Crypto.com basically was absolutely everywhere, sponsoring all kinds of things, as was Flocky, and they both did really, really well. So it is something to pay attention to when meme coins and things like that, and big coins of all kinds that are partnering up with athletes and different things like that, it is really interesting. But some other good real world uses that Brett's having at the minute is the third Brett water well at Labode village. Third village out of 5 villages done, 2 more villages to go. Another great work with Mandela BTC. Laborde village is the third well sponsored by Brett. So they're going to do 5 wells in total. 3 have already been completed and there's 2 villages left, which I think is fantastic. I think that's great. I love the fact that they're putting something back into communities. That's really, really interesting. Bitcoin Mandela here says first slide is Labode village, all thanks to based Brett. So have a look at that. You can see that they are legitimately going ahead and doing these things, which I think is brilliant. On the subject of Bitcoin Mandela, by the way, he does have a YouTube channel, or she, I'm not sure. But I've just clicked subscribe on it myself. 144 subscribers. Go and show him or her some love. There's some videos coming there. I think that's important. Now, if we look at Brett's price right now, it's at it's 9 cents, basically, nearly 10 cents. Market cap just under $1 billion. It looks like, to me, if you looked at that, you think, oh, it's too late, it's too late. But we'll have a look at some numbers in a minute. So here you can see what it's been like since it first appeared, and it's doing pretty well. But obviously the chart goes far back further than that. But this is since CoinGecko has been looking at it. It's had a little recovery now from where it was. I still think this has got a lot of legs. How big though, we don't know. So if it reaches what SHIB's market cap currently is, you're looking at 84 cents a Brett. which is an 8.63x right now. But remember when Cassius Clay said about Crassus said about it being the SHIB of this bull run? Well, SHIB's all-time high. Brett would be $4.15, 42.57x if that was the case. Now, he's obviously saying as well that he thinks 100 billion, is where it's going to be. And if you think about it logically, there's going to be a lot more people involved in crypto this time round than there was last time. It's an exponential growth. So a lot more people are going to be buying a lot more coins. Yes, you could argue that there's more meme coins out there for people to invest in. So will that dilute it? Possibly. But a lot of people are already big into Brett, and it'll just be the name on everyone's lips. So when retail comes in, they could really, really send this beyond anyone's expectations. But if we look at it right now, and we say, for instance, we want, we know what it is on the SHIB's market cap, but an $8 Brett. An $8 Brett would represent a 79x and giving you 1,000. So let me show you what it is if you want to get 10,000 Brett, because I think 10,000 Brett would be a good level. 10,000 Brett would cost you just under $1,000. So at SHIB's all-time high, you're looking at $40,000 from $1,000 investment. Now, I wouldn't say yes, go and throw £1,000 into a meme coin. It's not something I would ever recommend. I think, if you've got to do it as a percentage of your budget, as a percentage of your portfolio. So you can, put less than that in if you want, but we're going to use it for ease of numbers, that if we put $1,000 into Brett right now and it hits SHIB's all-time high, you're looking at, like I say, 40,000 back. If we look at what it would be at $8 a Brett, $80 billion market cap, you're looking at 79,000, 80 grand back, which is crazy. And if you want to look at his $100 billion market cap prediction, which he thinks it could get to, that's an upside of 100x from here. So could it still 100x? Yes. But I'll be happy with 20 to 40 if I was going to get right involved with it right now. I am looking to buy some Brett just because I don't want to be left out of the inevitable pump. 100x, maybe a bit optimistic. For me, I think that's a bit too high. But SHIB's all-time high, I don't think it's out of the question. So 40,000 from $1,000 doesn't seem like a bad bet. But obviously, you've got to decide what you think is best for yourselves. I think Brett's going to do really, really well. I think a lot of people do as well. It's one of those projects that has got traction. Someone's lit that blue touch paper and it's going really, really well. So well done to anyone who got into Brett really, really early. You are probably laughing all the way to the bank right now, and you've got a lot of upside to come. If you enjoyed this video, please smash the like button. I always appreciate when you guys do that. This is kind of like a two-part video because later on, I'm going to be doing a video on Bubba. So it's something, if you're interested in Bubba, have a look at that. I'll show you some significant gains that are potential there. Wherever you are in the world, whatever you're doing, have an amazing day, have an amazing evening. And as always, I'll see you tomorrow. But in this case, it'll probably be later on today. Take care. All the best. Ta-da.